Hey guys, this is your boy Marcus, and as you can tell from the title, Edge unveil new PES engine. Now, Edge, a magazine which it doesn't go into any details actually about PES 2014 as an actual football game, but more talks about the new engine which is going to be in it. Now, basically, I'm just talking this. This is coming from the Winning 11 Next Gen blog, and they do like basically every single PES blog. If you're a proper PES fan, you should know about this. But I mean, of course, new engine, but it's not the new Fox engine as like previously known, but supposedly an adaptation of the engine which was made specifically for football games. I mean, the three main pillars of the engine are going to be the Barry Center, physics and control and ball control, contact and physicality, and the squad emulator. Now, as you can see on the screen now, there's a fantastic image of Masuda, who I think it must be one of the PES teams, and I'm not sure if the whole image is from the engine or if only half of it's from the engine, but I mean that is ridiculous. That's some fantastic visuals. But supposedly in the actual magazine it tells you that there's fantastic visuals of the players stretching for the ball, the boots in the stadiums, and like there's a real and engine versions of Old Trafford were shown like in next to each other, and it was indistinguishable to each other. So basically, you can't tell. Like that is how ridiculous it is. This is some crazy sort of new engine. So I mean, they were always talking they were talking like the control and physics for the future PES titles will also be revamped, allowing for much tighter control with much more precision than we have ever seen before in a PES like title. Players will be able to drop a shoulder before the ball arrives and will control the player's body when it comes to performing feints and skill moves such as step overs, etc. And this is basically all I'm like basically sort of reciting a bit of what the Winning 11 Next Gen blog as well as the PES edit blog we're talking about. But like there's no word given on how this will be controlled, but it seems that right stick will be the logical and likely answer. Players will be able to jostle for space against other players, and also be able to work for actually work for headers at a corner, which is pretty cool. So they've sort of been likened to like the controls of Skate and Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, and like it could be like some sort of new stuff which really comes to football games. Like the images which are on the screen are just like random images from the actual magazine, but I mean like supposedly the home and away matches now will like matter like greatly. Like the fans will react to key moments in the game such as hard hitting tackles, penalties and goals to name a few moments. Like the crowd also have an impact on player performance in game. If a crowd is on the player's back, it may result in that player's passing ability to suffer or to become more fatigued. So I mean like that's crazy. Like there'll be like a new player's mental strength have an effect. Stronger mental players are shown to have less no effect to the crowd. Of course, a cheering, buzzing crowd can also be like the upturn effect and help the players on. I mean that's like some crazy sort of stuff. So like for example, the likes of Roy Keane, like when he played, everyone would boo him. Like if you weren't a Man United fan, they'd boo you because he was just a prick. But I mean, like he must have like the strongest mental strength in the world. But like that is some sort of new stuff. I mean, you don't know what FIFA 14 is going to come out with. FIFA 14 might be like, yeah, so we're just basically making a real life football thing. But I mean, like this is pretty special. So they're talking that PES 2013 has around 40 star individual player attributes to the player ID, and its new PES engine allows for that number to be greatly enhanced, which will be fantastic for the player identification in the future. And I mean, individuality will also be a fundamental part in the engine. And like they were talking that the new engine will allow for for better animations and transitions, and supposedly the ones which were shown to Edge were meant to be more fluid than that of FIFA 13. Now that is some crazy crack, where FIFA 13 has some of the best animations I've ever seen in a football game, because of course it's so good. But anyway, the player and ball are now a complete separate entity, which allows for a great control, and the shirts are also separate from the players. You want to tug a coming player's shirt to stop them passing easily passing you? That will now be possible. I mean, that's some crazy crap. So basically, you have your model for your player, and you have a shirt which hangs on the player. I mean, there's no images of this, so it could just be a lot of crap. But I don't think it's a lot of crap. I think this is some sort of crazy stuff which PES have actually come out and thought, sort of thinking about stuff. But supposedly there's some like team identification, it's a big factor of the new engine, which brings a new tactical side to the game. So you get players can set zones of play and create playing styles that were instantly recognizable of your favorite teams. And like the article in Edge actually mentioned that the Celtics playing style, when they managed to overcome Barcelona, like you can actually set your fullbacks to overlap or even double up on players such as Ronaldo or Messi when they receive the ball. So it's like a hell of a lot more revamped than it already is. Like the marking settings should be a hell of a lot better. Like zones, like oh, you want Dani Alves to make the run behind exactly when Messi gets the ball or something like that. Like if it's stuff like that, that is some crazy stuff. Like that's some high AI stuff. And I mean, like people have always said before that PES suffers from the lack of animations and the graphics aren't the best and things like that. But if it has this and I mean that and the AI, that is pretty special. But supposedly there was like worries about the new engine only being available in next gen because of course the PS4 comes out in holiday 2013. But supposedly everything in Tokyo which was shown to Edge was actually running on the PS3. But they said they have stated the new engine is also ready for next gen. Like Kojima has already mentioned before, concerned about Metal Gear Solid Ground Zeroes, he's already said that it's coming out for like he's 100% sure it'll be out for the PS3. But it's also the Fox engine itself is ready for PlayStation 4 for next gen really. But you have to remember, this isn't a video about PES 2014. This is a video about the new engine, which will when any details are announced, it'll be minted. But at the current moment, it's no new details. But yeah, so yeah, that's some new interesting news. That's some new interesting news. If this could blow some bloody crazy crap going on, and I will love it when it happens. Like they just have to show Ronaldo like running and actually like looking like Ronaldo, which he already looks like, but like weird collisions, but not like collisions like in FIFA where they go flying. I mean, like I want some realistic collisions there. If this happens, I can see PES taking back its crown next gen. But anyway, if you have enjoyed this video, subscribe to my channel for more. Check out the information yourself. There was links to not the Edge magazine title itself, but to the Winning 11 Next Gen blog as well as PESedit.com. And if you have any questions, you can actually ask Adam Batty on what's it called? On Twitter. He's like one now, like basically like the creative. I think he's like a creative director or creative producer now he's part of the Konami team, so you can actually ask him any questions concerning only about the engine. Don't ask him any questions about the thing. But his Twitter's in the link below in the description below. And yeah, so if you have enjoyed this video, subscribe to my channel for more, and catch you later.